What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Durkee Chan. Today we're doing a comparison of two very iris aggressive fragrances. On the left, we have dior homme intense, and on the right, we have prada l'homme intense. Guys, if you love iris, you have to know these two fragrances. And for my newcomers who don't know what iris is, it's basically this really intoxicating floral that gives off this very lipstick powdery kind of vibe. It smells like you are very fresh and clean. It's warm. It's very pleasing, guys. So iris, not everybody's a fan of it. Some people think it's too feminine, but to me, I think it's very unisex, and it gives off a very clean cut kind of vibe, a very upscale kind of vibe. So if that is what you want to give off in terms of image, go ahead and check out some iris fragrances, guys. Definitely soft, smooth, and clean. Now, when we talk about iris, again, dior homme intense and prada l'homme intense come up. So let's square these two off real quick. Dior homme intense right here, this guy, for a 100 ml, this one's gonna run you about $98. I have a hard time finding it cheaper. Sometimes you might get 10 to 15% off if a retailer has a mini sale, but most of the time, even on the gray market sites, you're gonna have to pay close to retail for it. But you could check out my review of it to see if that's worth it or not. If you like iris, if you want to wear something nice dressed up and you want a fragrance to go with it, dior homme intense will get that done. Now, on the right hand side, we have prada l'homme intense, guys. This one's going to run you about $68 on the gray market site. Definitely a steal for that price range. The performance, the quality, and the cleanness that you get for this fragrance is an absolute steal at that price range, guys. $68. Alright, so let's go back to dior homme intense. This one's iris. It's powdery, it's woody, fantastic, and I mean blows it out of the park, hits a freaking home run, touchdown, slam dunk, fall winter scent in the nighttime, guys. For the date night, for the cozy vibes, for something formal, or for something where you're wearing something very put together, it is unbeatable, guys. If you're going on a nice anniversary dinner, a birthday dinner, somewhere where it's very lights down low, very intimate kind of vibe, dior homme intense is one of the undisputed kings of that scenario. So next time you go on a date with a very special somebody, and you're going somewhere very intimate, and you want a fragrance to go with that, dior homme intense has you covered, guys. It's gonna give off this very lavender opening, which is very dry and strict, but that quickly goes away, and you're greeted with fantastic smooth iris, ambrette, and this very warm vanilla note. It kind of, when you smell it, it kind of wraps around you. It gives off this effect, like me smelling dior homme intense right now, it like wraps my entire nose in that vanilla. It coats it, so it's very potent in that sense. So fantastic projection and fantastic longevity, and it just, oh man, it's very full bodied when you smell dior homme intense. So fantastic for intimate setting. Again, it's going to give off a lipstick vibe. It's dry in the opening, but it smooths out as it dries down, and it gets warmer, it gets cozier, it gets heavier, and it gets really smooth in the dry down. Definite cozy scent, guys. And that's what they were going for, dior homme intense. They were going something for the nighttime, for the special events, something you bust out for special occasions, right? But then we move on to prada l'homme intense. Now they were going again for an iris, powdery, ambery kind of scent. And again, this one is a fantastic fall, spring, winter scent. Wear it in the daytime, fall and winter in the nighttime as well. And in the spring, you can rock it in the nighttime as well. Now this one to me gives off a very professional office setting kind of vibe. It has the iris, it has the amber, it has tonka bean in it, but it has the leather that gives it this very, very clean cut kind of vibe. So it opens up very, very sharp and tangy, guys. And then slowly as it dries down, it gets sweeter and it gets smoother and it gets soapier. And you're going to get that soapy, clean kind of smell. And that sharpness does not dissipate throughout the life cycle of the fragrance. It stays clean, smooth, sharp, and tangy all throughout. The tanginess kind of dies down and the sharpness comes through with the smooth sweetness. But overall, you're going to get iris, you're going to get amber. It's going to be sharp and it's going to be soapy clean, guys. So this one to me, you could wear it to a date night, yes, but for me, this one's like a kind of all-purpose cool weather scent to wear in the nighttime. I could wear it to the office, or I could wear it if I'm just hanging out casually. It will smell good, you will smell fresh and clean, but then again, it's kind of a jack of all trades in terms of fall winter scents. It's not going to trump Dior Homme Intense if you're going to wear it to a date night, in my opinion. I think Dior Homme Intense is far more intimate and far more cozy. So, if you want a fragrance for the fall and the winter and you like iris and you want something for the office, go with Prada L'Homme Intense. The reason why I don't recommend Dior Homme Intense for the office is just because it's too seductive, it's too cozy, it's too intimate for the office environment. Unless you're trying to seduce someone in the office, go ahead by all means. But for me personally, I keep Prada L'Homme Intense for the office while I keep Dior Homme Intense for the date night and for the seduction. So, in terms of differences, that was it. Now, if we go into similarities, they're quite similar, man. They're both kind of a unisex kind of vibe due to that iris smoothness, and they're two perfect scents for gentlemen. So, guys that are in their prime or coming to their prime. So, if you consider yourself a gentleman, you have fantastic etiquette, following your passion, this is the scent for you, man. It smells like a very put together guy who knows what he's doing, knows what he wants, and he just goes out and gets it. But he's also very humble and respectable. So that's the vibe it gives off. It's not overly masculine, yet it's not feminine. It doesn't strike me as a feminine scent right off the bat. Now, in terms of performance, both of these give off a solid 2 to 3 hour projection, even on skin, which is really good. And then in terms of performance, so far with my testing, I've gotten 8 hours, regardless of whether it's on clothes or skin, which is also a very, very interesting find in my most recent wearings. Maybe it's because I'm spraying a bit more. I used to do 2 sprays, now I'm doing 3, 4, or 5. Just because it, you want to experience the fragrance more, so you spray it more. You want other people to enjoy it. You want to last longer, so that's why you would want to spray more, I guess. So it's boiled down to the main thing: compliments, guys. Compliments. For me, the winner in terms of compliments has to be Dior Homme Intense, just because, man, that coziness that it gives off is unrivaled. Prada L'Homme Intense does not give off that cozy vibe. Again, it just gives off this very clean-cut, professional vibe, active vibe. You're in the office, you're getting stuff done. Whereas Dior Homme Intense, the coziness really reels in the compliments, really catches people's attention. Don't get me wrong, Prada L'Homme Intense, you will smell good, but it's just that. It's just a good smelling scent for the office in the cooler weather. It's not meant to seduce anybody. It's not meant to turn any heads. It's not meant to be polarizing, is what I'm trying to say. It's a clean-cut, mass-pleasing kind of scent. So that's why it's perfect for the office and perfect for just throwing it on and going somewhere. Whereas Dior Homme Intense, this one's more of a focused fragrance. It does turn heads. due to that lipstick iris vanilla combination. Very, very noticeable, catches your attention, very distinguishable, and the warmth and the full bodiness that it gives off is very, very alluring, seductive, and addicting, guys. So for me, because of that, I gotta give this winner of this battle to Dior Homme Intense in terms of the compliments and in terms of the uniqueness. Okay, now in terms of versatility, well then Prada wins because it's just a very, very clean scent. You can spray it to the office or you could spray it casually. You could wear it to a date. You could wear it to get groceries. It's more versatile than Dior Homme Intense. To me, Dior Homme Intense is more reserved for night outs. Whereas Prada L'Homme Intense, you can wear it in the daytime in the cooler weather. You can wear it in the night times. I misspoke. You can wear it in the daytime in the cooler weather. But you can also wear it in the nighttime in spring, so it's a bit more versatile. And again, Prada L'Homme Intense wins in the price category. If you're just looking for an all-day kind of fragrance to spritz out on the cool weather, Prada L'Homme Intense has you covered. That $100 price tag on Dior Homme Intense might be a bit too much for an average Joe fragrance buyer, but if you're looking for something special and you're willing to splurge, you're willing to invest in a nice designer fragrance for a date night for a gentleman, Dior Homme Intense will get you covered. And again, I think both of these scents, if you end up buying them and you don't like them, you could give it to your partner. Maybe they'll like it. You know, they really give off a nice unisex vibe that could rock both ways. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have. We went through the price. We went through the note breakdown. Again, both of these scents are fantastic Irish fragrances. Amazing performance. Will get you a full day's worth. And they're both fantastic for cool weather. It's just that Dior Homme Intense is more geared towards the date night scene, whereas Prada L'Homme Intense is more geared towards the clean-cut professional scene. So that's all I have, guys. They're both fantastic fragrances. It's just that they're for different purposes. But for me, if I had to pick one, I would have to go Dior Homme Intense, just because of that full body warmth that it gives off. Fantastic head turner. That's all I have, guys. Peace.